Yo, what is good, Jets Nation? Welcome back to Jets Media. This is Richie, and in this video, I want to give you guys my flight preview to the Jets vs. Patriots game that's coming this Sunday. We're coming off our bye week. We had a lot of time to relax as Jets fans, and the Jets team as well had a lot of time to relax and really dive deep into what was the problem in those first 5 games for the New York Jets, whether it's the offense getting off to a really rough start pretty much every single game. The inconsistencies on offense is really bad, and then defensively, we definitely exceeded all of our expectations going into the season, but against the Atlanta Falcons, the defense was not, that good. But in this video, I want to talk about what the Jets need to do in order to somehow get the victory in Foxboro against Bill Belichick, against Mac Jones. We all know what happened when we versed the New England Patriots in week number 2. It was our home opener. Zach Wilson threw 4 interceptions, and we lost that game simply because of all the turnovers to our quarterback. So how is Zach Wilson going to bounce back after the bye week? How is Mike LaFleur? How is the defense? There's a lot of things to get into in this video. So before I hop into the video, I just want to mention, if you guys are new to Jets Media, please make sure you smash that subscribe button. And if you want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYJets_media. And if you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So starting off with the injury report, we found out that CJ Mosley suffered a hamstring injury over in London against the Atlanta Falcons, and he's dealing with it still, and it's going to be a game time decision. So we'll find out Sunday morning if CJ is going to be available. He's questionable for the game, and then Tyler Kroft, the tight end, is officially ruled out. So first and foremost, let's talk about what CJ Mosley, if he is out in this game, the impact it's going to have on this defense, because he is the heart and soul of this entire defense. I feel like he is the unsung hero in a way. We're like obsessed with the defensive line. We love Quinnen Williams. We love John Franklin Myers, all those guys doing the dirty work up front. We love Bryce Hall making a big step in year number 2. But CJ Mosley is the heart and soul of this defense. And what I mean by that is he's the quarterback. He lines everybody up. He makes he calls the plays. He's the leader. He's the vocal guy. He understands the game of football better than anybody else, and he's literally been the best player on the defensive side of the ball, in my opinion, for the New York Jets. And if he's not going to be playing, Jamien Sherwood will be stepping up for him, rookie linebacker. Robert Saleh talked to the media today, and he had a lot of high praise for Jamien Sherwood. He kept saying that his mental ability to understand the game of football is really what separates him from other rookies, and also his fundamental tackling ability. So Robert Saleh, he really believes in Jamien Sherwood, and we know that Saleh is a linebacker whisperer. He was a linebackers coach over in Jacksonville before he became a defensive coordinator over in San Francisco. So that's kind of his position, Robert Saleh. So I've trust in him, even though that CJ Mosley might be out. Even Dawkins will be on the practice squad. He'll probably be elevated as well. I like our depth there. Quincy Williams as well. Hopefully CJ Mosley will be healthy, but if he's not, I like the ability of the coaching staff, the next man up mentality. So now, moving on from the injury report, let's go over to the offense. So Zach Wilson, this is going to be a really interesting game for him, because he's, like I said earlier, guys, he's coming off a 4 interception game against the New England Patriots in week number 2. So now he's going to Foxboro, and he's going up against the same exact defense. What I want to see from Zach Wilson is really simplify things. I don't really want to see him overcomplicating the easy throws. I feel like that's what it really comes down to. His mechanics and his footwork has been lackluster so far earlier on in the season. I always felt like he relies on his arm talent a little too much, in a way where he throws off his back foot. He doesn't square his shoulders, doesn't square his feet to where, the ball's supposed to be going. And those short intermediate passes, I feel like when he starts to clean those up, he's going to really start getting into rhythm. And that's another thing that I want to see from not only Zach Wilson, Mike LaFleur, is call a good game earlier in the first quarter, get a rhythm going, pick up the first down, stay ahead of the chains, because I don't want them to be going for those explosive plays all the time, because if you really stay on the field as an offense and you pick up those first downs and you keep our defense on the sideline and they're not, gassed by the second half, then we have an actually opportunity to win. And that's the thing about the game against the Patriots that I noticed. I feel like our defense played very well against the Patriots. They sacked Mac Jones. They contained them as best as they can. The running attack was phenomenal against the New England Patriots. I think that's still our best game in terms of running the ball so far this season. We had 150 yards on the ground. So if we could establish a run game again, and we could play good defense again against the Patriots, but the big question is Zach Wilson going to protect the football? I really genuinely believe this, guys, that in week number 2, if Zach Wilson did not have 4 turnovers, we would have had a chance to win that game in the fourth quarter. I'm not saying we would have won the game by any means, but what I'm trying to say is those 4 turnovers completely, turn the game over. And that's obvious, hypocritical. You can look back in time and say, oh, well, if this doesn't happen, then that might happen. But what I'm trying to say is everybody outside of Zach Wilson against the Patriots looked like they were doing their job. Outside of Corey Davis, he had a really bad game against the Patriots as well. He dropped a pass that ended up being an interception. Not all 4 of those interceptions were on Zach Wilson, but there were so many opportunities where the defense did their job. They got the offense the ball in good field position, and then they would turn the ball over in the red zone, and they would turn the ball over right away, and then the defense would go back on the field. So I feel like the Jets, offensively speaking, they need to establish a run game because they was very successful against the Patriots in week number 2. I'm looking for a big game from Michael Carter, and hopefully that can set up the play action, because so far this year the play action has not been working, and we know that the play action game for this offense is supposed to be the bread and butter. We're supposed to be able to establish a run and sets up play action for Zach Wilson, take shots downfield, bootleg, because we know that Zach Wilson's the best at rolling to his right, off-schedule passes. That's really what Zach Wilson is known to be good at, and we have to make sure that we take advantage of Zach Wilson's talent, but at the same time, we also have to make sure that Zach Wilson does not overcomplicate things when it comes to stepping up into his throws and making those easy 5, 10, 15-yard passes that he's been missing sometimes. And it's not saying he's been missing every single pass. It's just like, he hits 5 in a row, and then he hits that one, and you're like, okay, that can't happen. If you're an NFL quarterback, you got to hit that throw. And I have all the confidence in the world for Zach Wilson to, develop that game over time in terms of hitting those short intermediate layup passes that are really, supposed to be easy for an NFL quarterback. I got a lot of confidence in him. And the big thing that I want to see game plan wise in this game is for sure getting Elijah Moore involved. I'm really sick of seeing Elijah Moore getting open all the time and him not getting the ball. I'm not going to blame Zach Wilson. I'm not going to blame Michael LaFleur. It's everyone's at fault here, including Elijah Moore as well. It's really hard to point fingers at this. It's a collective effort. Let's see Zach Wilson look at Elijah Moore. Let's see Elijah Moore get into rhythm with Zach Wilson early. Let's see Mike LaFleur call plays for Elijah Moore, get creative with him, because we have this explosive weapon that Jets fans have been hyping up, including myself, all training camp. He's supposed to be like the next, big-time rookie wide receiver in the league, and he has not done anything so far. So that's something that I feel like this offense is missing. Getting Elijah Moore the ball, stretching the field down the field, getting him in the. How about a quick slant? How about getting him the ball in his hands with space? I feel like Elijah Moore is explosive play waiting to happen. And then Corey Davis, he's got to step up, because New England Patriots defense is all about shutting down the number 1 option, and Corey Davis got to really do a good job in that field. And then when it comes to the defensive side of the ball, I really want to make sure that we contain Mac Jones in terms of, we all know what Mac Jones is about. I feel like Jets fans and NFL fans understand what the New England Patriots are doing with rookie quarterback Mac Jones. Kind of the complete opposite what the Jets are doing with Zach Wilson. They have the training wheels on him. And what I mean by that is there's like a little box, and it feels like Mac Jones is just a perfect system quarterback. They're not asking to do too much. They're just checking down screen passes, check downs, 10 yards, 15 yards, just a little box. They don't really take shots down the field. And the one thing that this defense has to be ready for is the screen passes, because that's the one thing this defense has been very vulnerable to all season long, is the screen passes, because we have such an attacking front four where we get to the quarterback so quickly, the offensive linemen pull away, and then the running back has all day to run. So we have to make sure we're ready for that. We also have to make sure that Mac Jones is contained and we can get pressure on him, because I feel like if we can get pressure on Mac Jones, it's going to make his job a lot harder. And also, we have to make sure that we stop the run, because the Patriots are definitely a run-first offense. If we can shut down the run, I really feel confident if the Jets do that, because I would totally be okay with the Jets saying, okay, Mac Jones, you try to beat us with your arm. I feel like that's the game plan going in for Robert Saleh. Get pressure on Mac Jones, stop at the run, force Mac Jones to throw the ball down the field. I like our secondary so far this year. I don't really see anybody on the Patriots playmaking-wise that I'm really scared of. I know that they have a really good tight end duo with Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, but I really like our defense in this game. The offense is what I'm really looking at the most, because I feel like we've lost a lot of games this year simply because of our offense. The one game that we did win was because the offense started to get in the rhythm. They were clicking. They were getting those explosive plays down the field against the Tennessee Titans. So that's really my thoughts about this Jets-Patriots game. I really think it's winnable. I'm not going to say here with a straight face that I'm predicting the Jets to win. It's not going to be easy. Going to Foxboro against Bill Belichick. The Jets have not won in Foxboro, and I don't even know how long, but it's been, I think it was the last time was since Brett Favre, which is crazy. If you don't include the playoffs when Mark Sanchez beat Tom Brady, haha. But hey, guys, let me know in the comments your thoughts about this game. Are you expecting a win? Are you expecting a competitive game at least? I think we're the 7-point underdogs in this one, so let me know your thoughts, please, down below. I'm not going to see you with a straight face, like I said, saying that is a guaranteed dub, but I do feel like the Jets are going to go out there and prove a lot of people wrong and show that the coaching staff went into the bye week, looked at what they were doing wrong, improved on their mistakes, because this is what the season's all about, is developing these young players and developing a great coaching staff under Robert Saleh. So again, guys, like the video if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Let's go, Jets! Peace.